I'm overwhelmed, girl, I just can't thank you enough. And I'm wondering, oh, sweet darling, what did I do to deserve you? What did I say to make your angel eyes turn my way? If I only had the world, I'd give it all to you, babe. I'm about to leave for the road, take you with me in my heart. I really pray the Lord my soul to keep. And baby, just one request, keep dreaming of me. And I'm wondering, oh, sweet darling, what did I do to deserve you? What did I say to make your angel eyes turn my way? If I only had the world, I'd give it all to you, babe. And I'm wondering, oh, sweet darling, what did I do to deserve you? What did I say to make your angel eyes turn my way? If I only had the world, I'd give it all to you, babe. And I'm wondering, oh, sweet darling.
You're doing very well. Now I want you to turn around, face the audience, and wave to everybody like you just don't care. Are you ready, ladies? Here we go! Mauru! Ladies and gentlemen, how many round of applause for our lovely ladies? How about a round of applause for our wonderful volunteers? Ladies and gentlemen, these are the ones that made it happen for Elua.
Aloha, my name is Elua. I'm here tonight to tell you a brief history about one of our first speakers. Born in Honolulu, Hawaii, he began his education at Cocoa Head Elementary and ended at Morris High School, class of 1966. Participated in high school sports, football, basketball, and baseball sophomore, junior, and senior years. Attended UCLA on a basketball scholarship. retired from Local 89, Arise Scaffold, has 2 kids and 5 grandchildren. Now married to Anita Gonzaba Hao. Moved to San Diego in 1960. Was a resident of San Diego until 2007. Since then, he has been a resident of Fort Myers, Florida for the last 5 years. Introducing one of the founding forefathers of Elua, my father, Elijo Ha'o.
Good evening, everybody. Hope you guys are having fun. I want to thank every one of you for being here tonight to celebrate the first reunion of Elua. There's a lot of discrepancy about the 34 years, but it's right as far as competition. Elua has been in competition for 34 years, but we originally formed this club in 1977, but we wasn't competing because we didn't have a canoe. So really, this is the 35th year of Elua. And it was tough. It was tough for us, but we stuck together. The originator of this club was my uncle, Vernon Howell. He lived up in Oxnard, and they just won the state championship up there in Northern California Outrigger Association. And he had 3 canoes. So he sold 2, but he kept 1. He kept 1, and that's when he came down here and wanted us to form a canoe club here because he said we had the best facility in all of Canoe in San Diego. But his original idea was that both canoe was named Ha'oloa. That was our last name, and he didn't want to give up that canoe. But 2, another Ha'o, which is me and Brother James Apo.
How's it? Elijo left a little bit details about the club. You wives, Elijo and I, we apologize for you missing your husbands because they're down the beach paddling. And the reason the club got started, like Elijo said, was because of that, but we're drinking in the backyard. And Hawaiians, when they drink, they get lonesome and homesick for the islands. So when he said that Uncle Vernon asked him to start a club, that's what it started. And we had some very exciting beginnings. We had buses donated to us. We had, because of Uncle Vernon's connection, we helped support the Makaha Sons of Ni'ihau when they first came up here and they got stranded. And we, Elua Canoe Club, helped support them when they first came up to San Diego. The club, like Elijo was saying, was because we missed home, but we need the easy part. We got it started. You guys out here, again, you guys out here kept it going. And give yourself a hand right now. We really appreciate it. The thing is, the name, why the club was named Kai Elua. It's from my hometown. My dad gave the name to the club because it represents 2 currents coming into the Kona area. Everybody over there, the Kapulu, we say, they messed it up and say Kai Elua, but it's Kai Elua, meaning 2 currents coming into the bay. Now, when our family was from Kona and came over here, that made it a twin of my father helped start and founded some of you might have heard the canoe club Kai Opua. That's why he said, take on the name of Kai Elua, bringing the roots back to Kona. But there's so much things I can talk about. One thing in Kona and in Hawaii, and when we grew up, the canoe was not a canoe. It was part of the ohana, the family. It was treated almost to the point of sacredcy. The boat had, the canoe had, the ba'a had to face certain way to the ocean. People didn't walk in a ba'a or walk in a canoe. We wiped the canoe down, and because that's what supported our life and our culture in Hawaii. So try to remember that, even though the canoes are made of the fiberglass up here, because when you go back to Kona, with some of the big races back there, when the clubs let you use the coil canoe, you'll already know how to respect the coil. But start with the fiberglass canoes up here that you have. Always show respect to the canoes because it's what saves lives, huh? And Gary Shaw, remember this. We sank 2 canoes outside by that tower, outside Ocean Beach. No, and in the middle of the night. And we had, Willie, were you on that one? You didn't show up for practice that day, huh? and that's what saved our lives because the creek was choppy. And we all hang out to the 2 canoes and all paddled the canoes all the way back into Ocean, what's that beach over there? Ocean Beach. But because we respect the hang, we didn't abandon the canoe. It brought us back home, even though one of the guys had to be evacuated to the hospital for hypothermia. Again, we really show respect for the canoe because it's part of the culture. Yeah, part of the culture. Some of you came up and asked me about a certain story about a certain paddler. There was a group of guys from Budweiser who was drinking on the beach. There was a group of guys from Budweiser drinking on the beach. And there was a guy named Tila. He says, hey, you want to paddle? So they started paddling up with Gary Shaw and another guy who we didn't pay too much attention. But then he wanted to paddle. But, you know, he was there drinking beer and, wow, this guy's not serious. So all the rest of the Budweiser crew, Gary Shaw and Rooster and them, we put him into the canoe and they started paddling. So this other guy who was drinking, he didn't look like a paddler at all. You know, because he didn't fit the parameters or the image of a paddler. So we stuck him on a trash can. 1 day, 2 days, paddling on the trash can. And he'd come show up for practice the next day. Oh, what are you going to do? Go. Back on the trash can. So we put him on the trash can the 3rd day. The 4th day, his cousin came up and said, maybe today could we put him in a boat because he's been paddling on a trash can for 4 days. I'm not going to give you his name, but he became one of the top paddlers in California. Anybody know his name? Yeah, so, you know, don't judge the book by its cover, but look for the heart. Same with paddling, paddle for your heart. And always, always, in the islands, we have the word called ohana. It's family. Gotta stay close. Don't nitpick about little things unless you got into the organization of the canoe paddling and the running of the club. But the ones who are taking the lead have to make decisions, and it's very, very difficult. And my hat's off to you guys who kept this club going. You know, it was a dream for us, but it probably turned out a nightmare for some of you guys out there. That's all I have to say. And again, mahalo. We didn't expect something like this tonight, and from my bottom of my heart, I really appreciate the invitation to come back up here with you all. I
would like to thank you also. Thank you very much for keeping this dream of ours forever. And I would like to take this opportunity to pay respect to one of our members that used to take our canoes every Saturday to the races. He's not here with us, but his daughter is. Renette. Hey! Her daddy's name is Gerald Closer. Thank you guys. Thank you very much.